Hi, welcome to NetSetOS. Today we will be looking for maximum product subarray. This we will try to do in linear time and with constant space. Here I will be taking the input. We will be looking for contiguous subarray which gives us maximum product. Let's discuss the strategy first. Here I will be taking three parameters. First, the current element which we come across. Then as per the current element, the maximum element we recognizes will be filled in maximum element so far. Similarly, with respect to current element, we'll be checking what are the minimum elements so far. Here you'll be thinking we have to calculate maximum product. Why we are going for minimum elements? Because with these two parameters, we can solve positive elements. If we have all the positive elements, we can go for just product of all the elements. But what if we have negative elements? If we have even number of negative elements, let's say -1 into -2, which makes a positive element. So we will consider this point also. So let's have an example. -6, 4, -5, 8, -10, 0, 8. Here we are having positive elements, 0 and negative elements as well. For the first element we come across is -6. So what I'll do, I'll take current element as the first element. So for the time being, I'll take maximum element -6. And the minimum element so far is -6 because till now I have just one element in my array. So I'll take current element as -6, and as soon as arrow will go towards the second element, the maximum element will come under previous max. For the next iteration, so -6 will be filled here and minimum element so far will be in previous minimum. Right? Now as soon as I'll iterate for the second element, I have current element as 4. So I will write current element as 4. Previous max was -6 and previous min was -6. So for calculating maximum element so far, so what I'll do, I'll multiply this current element with both. So here I'll get -24 on both sides. Let's write this 4 also over here. Now on the basis of these three elements, I have to choose maximum element so far, which is 4, -24 and -24. Out of these, 4 is my maximum element so far. While coming to minimum element so far, it is -24. So here my maximum element so far is 4 and minimum element so far is -24. Now again we will iterate for -5. We got current element as -5. Previous max element we will copy over here as 4 and previous minimum which is -6. I'll multiply this with current element into -5. So that we will get -20 and here 5 6 are 30, which will be positive. So out of -5, -20 and 30, the maximum element we accomplish here as 30 and minimum element as -20. So till here maximum element so far is 30. And minimum element so far is -20. Now what I'll do, I'll write over here as result, which is maximum element so far 30. Now we will again iterate. Current element now is 8. So I'll copy over here 8. Maximum element so far will become previous max, which is 30. Previous minimum element -20. We will multiply with current element. So that 8 3s are 24, 240, and 8 2s are 16, 160. So comparing these three elements, we will get 240 as maximum and minus 160 as minimum. So maximum element till now is 240. Now we will again iterate. Current element is minus 10. I'll write over here as minus 10 and we will multiply 240 with minus 10 and this will become previous minimum, which is minus 160 into minus 10. Now you can see here we got 2 minus. Minus into minus will become positive 1600. Whereas here we will get minus 240. So here this time previous minimum into current element will become maximum element so far. Here comparing these three, 1600 is the maximum element, whereas minus 240 is the minimum element so far. So I can write result as 1600. Now iterating for the next element, we got current element as 0. So I'll copy here. We will get current element as 0. Previous max 1600 and previous min is minus 240. So here 0, 1600 into 0 will be 0. Minus 240 into 0 will be 0. So maximum element so far, comparing these three elements, we will get 0 as maximum element so far and minimum element so far will also be 0. But I will compare this result with maximum element. Whatever is maximum 1600 or 0, 1600 is still maximum. So our result will be 1600. Now iterating for the next. Current element we got 8. So I'll write over here 8 as current element. Previous max all are 0. So when I multiply 0 with current element, it all be 0. So maximum element so far is 0 and minimum element so far will remain as 0. So when I compare this result with maximum element, it will be still the maximum. So maximum product so far will be our result, which is 1600. So here there are three key points to be kept in mind. First, the current element, because for calculating maximum element so far, we needed three elements to be compared. Whichever is maximum, whether it is current element, which we come through iteration, the previous maximum element, with previous maximum element, we will multiply. Current element will be taken in three parameters to be taken for maximum element so far. Similarly for minimum element so far. And at last we will compare result with maximum element so far, which will be maximum will be taken for the result. Let's write a program to have a clear understanding. Here I'll start with writing function max underscore product underscore subarray. And here I'll take an array, input array. First I need 4 parameters: current min, current max, previous max and previous min. We will take firstly as the first element of array as A0 for all the 4 parameters. Then we will iterate for each element in an array for I in range 1 to len of A, because first element we have already taken here. Now with second element we will take for comparing. Here for each iteration we will check for previous max into AI, previous min into AI and the current element as we did over here. And as per these three parameters, whichever value is maximum will be stored up in current max, and whichever value is minimum will be stored up in current min. Then for the next iteration, we will take this current max to previous max. Similarly for previous min, current min will be stored up in previous min for the next iteration. Now we need the result value. First we will keep it as first element, and then we will check as per maximum element, whichever is maximum when comparing result with current max will be stored up in result. And at last we will have the result value as our maximum product subarray. Let's call this function and we will take the same input. When I run this, we got 1600 as maximum element. So this is how we can calculate maximum product subarray. Hope you understood this concept. So with this, I'll be coming up with more concepts on data structures and algo. So let's meet in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.